Hello everyone, my name is P. Raviteja. I am working as a assistant professor in EEE department in MLR Institute of Technology. Now I am going to take lecture on transient analysis, that is time domain analysis of first order RL and RC circuit. So what are first order circuits? Means first order circuit, it is depend upon the number of energy storage elements in the circuit. So in our electrical world there are three important elements are there. Those are RLC, resistor, inductor, capacitor. And we know that resistor is a passive element. It liberates our energy, or it dissipates energy in the form of heat. It does not store the energy. So what about inductor? Inductor and capacitor are storing devices. Inductor, its property is inductor, it stores energy in the form of magnetic field, and capacitor, it stores energy in the form of electric field. So we already studied about L and C. These two are the energy storage elements. If these two elements are connected in one circuit, basing on these energy storage element connected in the circuit, we can say that if it is a first order or second order, so basing on this elements we can say that the circuit order. So the first order circuit means in a circuit the resistor is there or not, there is no effect on the first order of the circuit. But if it is one element, one inductor is there, then it is called first order circuit. If one capacitor is there, then it is called first order circuit. Then if a circuit consists R, L and C, two energy storage elements are there, then it is called second order circuits. So this time domain analysis is to analyze the circuit at a particular time. Okay, so that this response is called transient response. What is this response? So analysis of these circuits consisting of RLC and voltage source and current source and switches. So when we are applying the voltage in suddenly or current, then we analyze the circuits. That analysis is called time domain analysis and transient response, because at a particular instant of time we are analyzing the behavior of the energy storage elements. Okay, so when AC or DC is connected to this circuit, we will if 10 volts voltage source is connected to the circuit and consisting of 2 ohms resistor. So by using Ohm's law, 10 by 2 means I equal to V by R. 10 by 2 means 5 amps. So this how much current is flowing in the circuit, we can say that 5 amps. So this type of analysis is called steady state analysis. Okay, so but whenever switch is on, the total amount of 5 amps current is not flows in the circuit, because it starts from 0 and next it increases from 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, like that it reaches to 5 amps. It takes some time. So the time taken to reach the steady state analysis, that is called the time between the steady state and initial state, that is called transient response. Okay, the state in between the initial state and steady state is called transient response. So here why it is taking the time, because it is depend upon the energy storage elements is connected in the circuit. So it is in this RLC are create the disturbances in the circuits, and they absorb the circuit and they create they absorb the disturbances and they create the disturbances. How we will analyze in detail here. So in resistor, in these three elements, resistor is a dissipating element, inductor, capacitor are the storage elements. So now we will discuss in detail about this transient analysis. So transients means Transient means current or voltage lasting for short duration, means the current or voltage values are reaches to maximum value in short duration of time. So that is due to these energy storage elements. Okay, so in this two types of responses are there. One is natural response and there is forced response. Natural response means there is no source, means there is no supply, then it is called natural response. If any source is connected in the circuit, that response is called forced response. Okay, so in any circuit there is a switch. We are turning on the switch and we are giving the supply. There must be some disturbances. What are those disturbances? Are if suddenly first one is we are connecting a source or we are disconnecting a source. Okay, then there will be a disturbance. If we are applying sudden voltage one level to the another level, then there will be a disturbance. Next, if any short circuit, open circuit faults are there, then that is also one other type of disturbances. Okay, after clearing these disturbances for RL and RC circuits, there will be two components in the current. After clearing these faults or these disturbances, there are two components in the voltage current. So that are final steady state component and transient component. So transient component is already told that component it is between the steady state and zero state, means initial state. So it is transient state starts from t equal to 0 plus state, means after the initial state, and it is settled down at the 0 or final state. Okay, so here I shown two figures. Those are source free response. Here there is no source, is there only one resistor and one energy storage element, that is inductor is there. So in second circuit there is a source is there and switch is there and RL, that is called forced response. In this we will have forced response. In first source free response, in this we are having natural response. Okay, now we will discuss about the series RLC circuit. In this we will discuss about the transient response of the circuits. So transient response, this is available, this is appear when switch is closed after the time after the switch is closed, that means t equal to 0 plus state. So here we will analyze the circuit, how the circuit behaves. So by using this transient response we can analyze the circuits. So here I am considering a series RL circuit that is connected to a DC source through a switch. So t equal 0 means switch is open, means switch is off condition, switch is in off condition. At t greater than 0 means t equal to 0 plus state, that means switch is closed. So whenever switch is closed, the current flows to the R and L elements. But what is the property of inductor? It opposes the sudden change in current. So that if I am supplying some 2 amps of current, example, that if I measure by using ammeter after closing switch, there it will not show 2 amps because it takes some time, because there is a element is there, that is inductor, it opposes the sudden change in current. So how much time it takes? As what is the current expression after closing switch immediately? Then we have to analyze here. So by writing KVL equation in that loop, so we will get the drop across resistor, that is called I into R, means I of t means I into R, plus I of t means instantaneous current here, plus L into dI of t by dt, that is current expression for the inductor. So I already discussed in previous videos. Okay, before going to this video, please watch before lectures, then we will get clarity on these equations. Okay, is equal to Vs by KVL. What is KVL? The sum of sources in the sum algebraic sum of sources is equal to the sum of drops. Okay, here voltage is dropped at R and L. So the source voltage is Vs. So the sum of drops is R into I of t plus L into di of t by dt is equal to Vs. So this equation is looking like a non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So non-homogeneous linear differential equation, it is of first order. Because why it is first order? Because there is only one storage element is there. So it first order non-linear differential equation consists two solutions, that is complementary function and particular integral. So the complete solution consists complementary function and particular integral. So we will get that function by di of t by dt plus r by l into I of t is equal to 0. That is by complementary function, by particular integral, which will satisfy the r into I of t plus l into di of t by dt is equal to Vs. So complementary function gives the it consists, every response consists two responses, that is steady state response and transient response. So the complete response is the sum of these responses. So I of t is equal to In of t plus Ij of t. Okay, if of t. So see here, I of t is found by the I of t I naught into e power r by l t. So r by l is called r by l equal to t by tau. Tau equal to L by r. Thus, that L by r is the time constant of RL circuit. What is time constant? I will explain later. Okay. So here equation 3, from equation 3 provides the natural response. It gives the natural response. So I of t equal to k into e power r by l into t. So k into e power t by tau. By using to find the constant, we have to substitute initial conditions. So I of t equal to I, L into di of t by di by dt is equal to Vs. I equal to constant, because at steady state, so in this natural response gives the steady state solution. Okay, complementary function gives the transient solution. Okay, so in this L into di by dt is equal to 0. Why? Because at steady state means, already I told that if 2 amps current is flowing through the circuit, whenever current reaches the 2 amps, there is no change in the current. Okay, so if there is no change in the current, means di by dt is equal to 0. So the term L into di by dt is equal to 0. Then I into r equal to Vs, I equal to Vs by r. Okay, so by substituting these 4 and 6 equations in the first equation, then we will get I of t into k into e power t by tau plus Vs by r. So how to find k? By using the initial conditions. So at initial condition, what is current value? 0, because inductor does not allow the sudden change in current. When I am switch is closed, switch is on, then current flows, but inductor opposes the sudden change in current, so that at equal 0, current is also 0. So by substituting these initial conditions, we will get k equal to minus I. So I will r minus I means minus Vs by r. So I substitute this all values in first equation, then I of t equal to Vs by r into 1 minus e power minus r by l into t. So r by l, so we can write it as t by tau. Tau means L by r. Okay, it is applicable to for t greater than 0. This is the current expression for the series RL circuit. In this, two terms are there. I of t equal to I minus I into e power t by tau. So this indicates the total response. Means I minus I into e power t by tau. It consists two responses. One is steady state and one is transient state. Okay. So already told that in every response consists, total response consists two components, that is steady state and transient state. So whenever a current starts from 0, it slowly increases. Means that is it passes through the transient response and it reaches the steady state. So total solution consists steady state and transient state. Okay. So this is the current and voltage graph for the series RL circuit. So y-axis indicates the current and x-axis indicates the transient time. So for every circuit, say RL circuits, first order circuits, so it takes 5 time constants, 5 tau, means 5 time constants to reach the steady state. Okay. So I told that I will explain what is time constant here. So what is time constant? Tau equal to L by R. Means see current graph, violet color line, it reaches 63% of the Imax. So that value, the time taken to current reaches the 63% of the maximum value is called time constant of the RL circuit. Once again I am explaining this. What is time constant? That means the time taken to the circuit to take the time taken to the current to reach its 63% of the maximum current. That is called time constant. So sorry, in this I said one mistake. That is the violet line is the voltage. Okay. Next, either line is blue line is current. Okay, that is expression for the current. Okay, what is time constant? The time taken to the circuit to reach the 63% of the its maximum value is called time constant. Okay. Now we will discuss about RC circuit. This is also first order circuit. How? Here I am connecting only one capacitor, that one energy storage element. So here also I am connecting one resistor and one capacitor in series with the source, and also I am connecting a switch. Here also we have to analyze the transient response whenever switch is closed, that is t greater than 0 condition. Okay. So whenever switch is closed, what happens? The supply voltage supplies current, then capacitor is charges. So the voltage is appears across the capacitor. So first we have to do in that circuit apply KVL. So how to apply KVL? So it starts from supply voltage plus Vs minus I into drop across resistor and voltage across capacitor. So this gives the KVL equation in the given circuit. Okay. So for analyzing this one, so capacitor voltage is chosen as variable. So we know that in our previous concept I already said that capacitor, it opposes this sudden change in voltage. So current, what about inductor? Inductor opposes this sudden change in current. I equal to V equal to L into dI by dt in case of inductor. But in case of capacitor, it opposes the sudden change in voltage. That means I equal to C into dV by dt. So in this equation, I will substitute this I current value in equation 9. Then I will get R into I of t. Vs equal to how equation 9 becomes Vs equal to Vc of t plus R into I of t. In that I will substitute I of t value. So R into C into dVc by dt plus Vc of t equal to Vs. This is also in the form of non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So previously we have discussed about this equation. Like that equation only, it is also consists two types of solution. What is complementary function and particular integral. So both the responses gives the total response or total solution. Okay. For non-homogeneous linear differential equations consists two types of total solution consists two types of solution, that is that is complementary function and particular integral. Okay, so from this we can get the Vc of t means voltage across capacitor is equal to k into e power t by tau plus Vs. There in RL circuit, just observe that circuit, there we will get the I of t into k into e power t by tau plus Vs. Here we will get the voltage value, there we will get the current value. Now to what is RC here? RC here, tau means tau equal to RC. RC means time constant. Again I will define this time constant at the end of the class. So by to find the k value, we have to find the constant value, we have to apply initial conditions. Okay, by applying initial condition, Vc is equal to V0, because in this equation that value become E value become 0. So Vc equal to V0. Okay, so k equal to V0 minus Vs. By substituting these values in equation 11, so in this equation 11 we will get this equation. So k equal to k into Vc of t equal to k into e power minus t by tau plus Vs here. So as I am substituting all the values, k values, so we will get Vc of t is equal to V0 into e power minus t by tau plus Vs into 1 minus e power 1 by t by e power minus t by tau into V. This is applicable to for only t greater than 0, means the instant whenever switch is closed. Okay, so I already said that I of t equal to c into dVc by dt. So above in equation 12 we already calculated Vc of t. We have to substitute those equations in this one. Then we will get the value, that is 1 by r into Vs minus V0 into e power minus t by tau. Equation 13, that is I of t equal to Vs minus V0 by r into e power minus t by tau. So that is the current value in the current flowing in the RC circuit. That is a response, total response of the RC series RC circuit. Okay, this shows the current and voltage diagram of the response of the series RC circuit. Okay, here also see here it takes 5 time constant. RC means time constant of the circuit, RC circuit, 5 time constants to reach the steady state. Okay, so in this RC circuit we will discuss time constant as in RL circuit we are defined as time taken to reach 63% of the maximum value for the circuit in the RL circuit. But in RC circuit it is defined as time constant of the RC circuit is defined as it is a time taken to reach the current to the 37% of the its maximum value. It is called time constant of the RC circuit. Okay, so in this way we will analyze the transient response in RL and RC circuit. These are called first order circuits. Okay, once again I will recall the total class. So in this class we learned about the transient response or time domain response analysis of a first order RL and RC circuits. What are first order circuits? This first order it decides on the circuit elements which are connected in the circuit, that is energy storage elements, how many are connected in the circuit. If one energy storage element is connected in the circuit, it is called first order. If two, that is second order circuit. So whenever we are connecting these first elements RLC and voltage source, current source, when we are supplying the voltage, then there will be occurrence of some disturbances. So that disturbance is occur due to some switching high voltage or due to the sudden change in voltage one level to another level, some other faults. that is due to short circuit or open circuit. So these are unavoidable faults. Whenever these are reduced or these are recorded, then every circuit consists two components, that is transient component and steady state component. So by using this series RL and RC circuit, by connecting with a DC source and switch, we are analyze the response of each circuit, and we are also define the time constant of each circuit. So this is the class for today. Thank you.